I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why you won't get every woman that you want. I've got an email here from a reader, and he says, "Hi Corey, in one of your videos you mentioned that attraction isn't a choice and referred to your premise that below a 50% level of interest, there is nothing a man could do to make a woman fall in love with him." That is true. A woman, you either meet her minimum standards of attractiveness. In other words, when she looks at you, she thinks, "Oh, he's kind of cute. Yeah, I'd go out with him." If she doesn't feel, if it's not that, it doesn't matter what you do. And he says here, in the pickup and seduction community, however, it is often said that there are ways and possibilities to pretty much attract any girl you want because there are supposedly cues that turn any woman on regardless of who is using that particular technique. And here's the bottom line. That's a bunch of bullshit, because if you follow what these guys teach, they'll all say it in their sales letters and their sales pitch that'll make you think, oh, all you got to do is learn this stuff and apply it, and you'll get any girl that you want. Doesn't matter whether she's married or she has a boyfriend or she thinks you're ugly. It doesn't matter. You can still fuck her. And that's a bunch of bullshit. They tell you those things in their sales letters to get you to sign up for their newsletter or to buy their book. But when you start reading the book, you'll realize that you're not going to get every single woman that you want. And it's just a fact. And the thing that, I mean, when you bring this up, is that tells me that you've got women that you want who've already rejected you, and you think, I just need a particular technique or a pickup line or some magic trick that's going to just make it work for me. And you have to not get hung up on women. And guys that write to me and say these kinds of things, they're looking for excuses because they've got fixated on one particular girl, and I think it's the only woman in the world, so they don't talk to anybody else. And if you go and you ask out 100 different women over the course of a month or so, go to the mall and practice the things that I talk about in the YouTube video that I did a while back called Improving Your Social Skills. You can actually go to Google and Google Corey Wayne Improving Your Social Skills, and that video will come up. If you ask out 100 different women, you will see the difference between women you got a chance with and women that you don't. And when you interact with enough women, which obviously you haven't at this point because you're still bullshitting yourself into thinking you can get this whatever particular girl you happen to be fixated on, what's happening is you're not practicing. You're not, repetition's the mother of skill, and since you're not improving your skills and you're not applying your skills, you don't know these things. You're just reading this stuff, and it's just mental knowledge at this point because you don't have any experience of it. And that's why I keep saying you actually have to take action upon it. You can't just sit here and watch video after video after video thinking that one magic trick is going to, or magic thing is going to do it for you and whoever you happen to be fixated on. Because a lot of guys do this because they're afraid of being in a relationship, and so they stay fixated on what they can't have or a girl that rejected them in the past, and they just waste months and months of their lives with a woman that they have no chance with. Meanwhile, she's continuing to meet and hook up with other guys. And the bottom line is you need to have a non-attached mentality when it comes to women, because not all of them are going to like you, and you can't take it personally. The idea is that when you meet her and you talk to her and you interact with a woman, I mean, the bottom line is if she really likes you and she's really into you, when you actually go out on a date with this girl or meet her out for drinks, what's going to happen is that if she really likes you, she's going to make an effort when you're on your date. But if you're going out with a girl who's really not that into you, or she's got really low interest, it's going to be really fucking hard to carry the conversation with this girl. You're going to run out of things to say. You're going to ask her questions, and she's going to give you short 1 or 2 word answers, and she's just not going to be into it because she really doesn't care about you, and she's really not that into you. And so in her mind, it's like, why try? She's not going to make the effort. And if you go, when you've gone out on dozens and dozens of dates with dozens of different women, you'll see the difference between women who really like you and women who don't. And after you go out with enough women, you're going to see that why would I want to waste my time with a chick who's really not trying to make the effort? Why put all of that effort and that energy in trying to seduce a woman who's just not making it easy for you? I mean, I like the path of least resistance, and I'm lazy, and I want things to be easy. And I have self-respect for myself, and I'm not going to go out with a woman who's not making an effort, who's not really into me. If I go out and she's a jackass or she's not really trying that hard, it's like, why would I want to fucking go out with her again? It was a fucking lousy, lame-ass date. When I've had literally thousands of dates over the years, going out with women or girlfriends or women I've been in a relationship with who just constantly work to keep the conversation going. They constantly work to make things fun and interesting and have a good time with you. You go out with a chick, when you're chasing women that aren't really into you, you're going to be doing all the work. You're going to be putting 100% of the effort in, and she's going to be putting like 15, 20% of the effort in, and you're not going to have a really good time. You're going to feel frustrated, and it's going to suck, and you're not going to have a very good dating experience. So you need to let go of whoever it is that you're hung up on and actually start applying these things that I teach, so you can see that what I talk about is the actual reality of the way things they really are. Instead of getting hung up on all these bullshit sales pitches of these guys that tell you can get every single woman. They'll tell you that in their sales letter, but when you actually read their books, you realize in their books that that's not actually the case, and that you've just bought into a bullshit sales pitch so they can get you to part with your $50, your $100, your $500, whatever it is, their CDs or DVDs that they're trying to sell you. So if you have a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet. And I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, click on underneath the email sign-up box. There'll be a box that will have a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, on the right-hand side, you click the button, and it will open up a window where you can download one of their free e-reader apps, so you can read the Kindle version of my ebook. You don't have to have a Kindle device. And once you open that window, you can download it, a free app for your Android smartphone, your Android tablet, your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, or your PC. Whatever electronic device you want. It takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app, and then once you've done that, it only takes a few more seconds to download and install my book, and be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.